Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our November 21st, 2023 legislative meeting for York City Council. We will first open up with public comment on non-agenda items only. No public comment on non-agenda items only. We will adjourn our public comment session, and I will call our legislative meeting to order. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Dennis.
Here.
Buckingham.
Here.
Rivera.
Here.
Washington.
Here.
Walker.
Here. And if you are able to, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oops.
Thank you. You may be seated. We will take action on previous meeting minutes from November 8th, 2023. Council, any updates or changes to those minutes?
I have none.
No.
All in favor of approving, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Those minutes are approved. No presentations, awards, or announcements. The next council committee meeting will be scheduled for November 29th, 2023 at 6 p.m. Agenda items are due by 12 noon on November 22nd. The next legislative meeting of council will be held on Tuesday, December 5th, 2023 at 6 p.m. Agenda items are due by 12 noon on November 29th. No prior committee referrals, so we will move on to our legislative agenda. Up first, final passage of bills and resolutions. And we have final passage of bill number 52. And that is moved to approve.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council?
I have none.
During committee, there was information and suggestions that I did want to amend, and I was just notified that I'm not going to be able to amend this. I wanted to add $500,000 for veterans support services, and that would cover housing, rental assistance, behavior health counseling. So I would like to make a motion to table this item until our December 5th meeting.
Second.
I have a question on that real quick. Should she make the amendment now and then we vote on it and then I can advertise it appropriately?
I don't think so. I think tabling it would be the appropriate action.
Okay. And then what?
Because once it's tabled, it can be the,
New amendment can be made and then posted and then they vote on it at the next meeting. Got you.
And it was seconded, I believe?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions or comments from council on the amendment?
I have none.
None.
Any questions or comments from the public on the amendment?
Hi.
Yes, ma'am.
Marilyn Hake, city resident. I just have one question, because I couldn't find the explanation anyplace, where it says that you're going to be assisting homeowner relief program in the amount of $500,000 to pay delinquent property taxes. What will be the criteria for that? And, because I couldn't find it anyplace, how are people going to apply for it? And the other question is, how far back are you going to help them with their taxes? Those are my questions.
Those are details that are going to be determined in the future. It was requested by the mayor to actually pushed this to get this on the agenda to amend the 2023 budget. We had recommendations in council's plan for these items. So with our ARPA dashboard, and I don't know if you have been able to visit the city website, but the ARPA dashboard, have you had a chance to look at that?
Yep.
When you click on that, you'll be able to get more detail. But those are things between answer advisory, administration, that they will be working on and hashing out the details before anything is progressed when it comes to actually offering the assistance. There's things that council has to, or administration has to make sure that are even legal and work out those details. So this is not something that's going to happen, to my understanding, and feel free to jump in, Business Administrator Robertson, but to my understanding, this is not something that's going to happen right away. When this is approved, it will already be an amendment to the 23 budget as presented, and it will roll over into 24.
Okay, thank you, because I looked at half, and I know there are some pretty strict guidelines for this. Okay.
Yes, that's, we have a very good advisory recommendations from the consultants, which is the Answer Advisory Group, and we've been pretty much straight and strict, so there won't be any clawbacks when it comes to this fund being issued when it comes to ARPA, and they've been great with their advice.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions or comments from the public?
Did you determine what meeting you would like this tabled until?
Our December 5th meeting.
Okay.
No other questions or comments? Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Dennis,
Yes.
Buckingham,
Yes.
Rivera,
Yes.
Washington,
Yes.
Walker.
Yes. That item is tabled. Moving on to final passage of Bill number 53.
Move to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
And that is final passage of Bill number 53, introduced by Queen of Washington at the November 8th meeting of council, amending the budget to allocate $550,000 in ARPA funding for for a blighted property reduction program.
Any questions or comments from council?
I have none.
I'm actually going to make a motion for this to be tabled as well. I need more information about account numbers, and I have some questions when it comes to the process for blight. So I move for this item to be tabled into our December 5th meeting. Is there a second?
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. Any questions or comments from council in regards to the amendment? Any questions or comments from the public? Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Dennis,
Yes.
Buckingham,
Yes.
Rivera,
Yes.
Washington,
Yes.
Walker.
Yes. The item is tabled. Moving on to final passage of Bill number 54.
Move to approve. Second.
It has been moved and seconded. Any questions or comments from council?
I have none.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, I'm spazzing out over here. Final passage of Bill number 54, introduced by Queen of Washington at the November 8th meeting of council. A bill amending the 2023 budget in the amount of $289,500 as a pass-through from the County of York for an award from the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency for a juvenile engagement officer, laptops, and school supplies for HAC students.
No questions or comments from council. Any questions or comments from the public? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Dennis,
Yes.
Buckingham,
Yes.
Rivera,
Yes.
Washington,
Yes.
Walker.
Yes. And that is so ordered. Moving on to introduction of bills. And we have introduction of bill number 55?
Right.
55. And that is adopting the 2024 budget. That will sit until,
Very good.
oh, I've
So introduced.
moved
yeah.
all right, Betsy. For the public, Betsy is calling in. Or Councilwoman Buckingham is calling in. Moving on to introduction of Bill number 56.
So introduced.
And that's Bill number 56, adopting the 2024 tax rate. And on here, it will be $18.97 on each $1,000 of assessed valuation. And going back to the other bill, just to say the total amount for the budget is 69,000, is that right, Kim? Am I doing that right? 69,640,979.
That's the total appropriations for the general fund, yes.
General fund. Moving on to new business. Oh, she is back there. Okay. We have a resolution appointing Madeline Torres Ocasio to the York City Human Relations Commission.
Resolution number 111, introduced by Queen of Washington. Be it resolved by the Council of the City of York that council consents to the appointment made of Madeline Torres Ocasio as a member of the York City Human Relations Commission to fill the unexpired term of Carla Christopher Wilson, which term shall expire July 16, 2026.
Move to approve.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. Any questions or comments from council?
None. I have none.
Any questions or comments from the public? Hearing none. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Dennis.
Yes.
Buckingham.
Yes.
Rivera.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Walker.
Yes. And that is so ordered. Thank you for your commitment to service, Ms. Torres Ocasio. And I believe you can take the oath.
That's right. Come on up here, girl. You can stand right there at the podium and just repeat after me. Raise your right hand. I
I,
state your name.
Madeline Torres Ocasio,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly
or
swear,
affirm, okay, do solemnly affirm that I will support, obey, and defend
I will support, obey, and offend.
defend.
Defend.
Not offend. I mean,
Offend, that's what I understood.
You go right on ahead. The Constitution of the United States
The Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties
and I will discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You can just sign right there, and then I'll fill in all the other information for you.
Everything is gone.
Thank you. Good.
Did a good job.
You. And there are always commissions and boards and authorities with vacancies. So we encourage residents to get involved if you like and serve. No requests for future meetings. Any council comment?
I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to our residents here in the city of York. Just remind our residents to be mindful that many times during the holidays, it can be a hard time for some individuals. So if we can be kind, to our residents and individuals, and also there's a plethora of programming in the community for those individuals that may not have it. This holiday season, there's resources here in our community to meet the needs of our community members during the Thanksgiving holiday. But I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to our residents and just encourage us to be more kind to one another. If you have a neighbor that you know maybe an older neighbor or someone that you know may not have anyone, drop a mail by the house, knock on the door, check on them, and see if they're okay, and let's show the love that we all do here in the city of York. So thank you.
Thank you. I do want to remind the public that the 2024 proposed budget is available for review. We did receive an email recently, about an hour and a half ago, or maybe 2 hours ago. It was more concerning for me. It was from the former solicitor in regards to the 2024 budget and some concerns that he had. So for the mayor and administration, I will be sending a formal response. I would like to have information in regards to the concerns that former Solicitor Sable has in regards to wastewater treatment plant funds and the 24 budget. I would like to have a response from the mayor or business administrator by November 30th, 2023. Administration comment?
You said what time? What'd you say?
November 30th. This meeting is adjourned. Everyone have a good evening.